Lots of Samsung news to catch up on in regards to the Note 20 series, but first some Galaxy S20 series updates that you should know about. There are more updates coming for the S20 series and especially the S20 Ultra to fix all of the focusing issues that it did have. Exynos chipsets should get that first, and Snapdragon chipset users will have to wait a little while to get their update. But it should be coming in the next few days, and I'll let you guys know if all of the focusing issues have finally been fixed. Samsung aren't stopping there though. It looks like One UI 2.5, which will be the next version of One UI, will be getting Android 10 gestures, which is definitely a good thing. Although he doesn't know when this is coming, but One UI 2.5 should be a little bit of an update to the operating system and will usually launch first on some new phones. One UI 2.1, which launched on the S20 range, will be coming to previous versions of Samsung flagships. So the Note 10, the S10, the Note 9 and the S9 lineup of phones will all be getting this update. There's a lot of new features in One UI 2.1, for example, single take photo in the camera app, where you can just point the phone around and it will take various different videos and photos and give you all of them in a very easy to use menu. Honestly, it is a fun feature. I've used it on the S20 for a little while. It's not something I would use more than once when I first got the phone, but different people may have different uses. More importantly though, the recently added feature, which is called Samsung Quick Share, which lets you very easily share things between phones, is coming to all of these phones. That's obviously needed because there's no point having quick share on a very small selection of phones and not having it on other phones. That would render the software completely useless. So it's good that Samsung is putting this amongst literally 3 or 4 years of its flagship phones. We got news on the Note 20 series, which may be disappointing for some or quite pleasing for others, that the Note 20 series will be very much unchanged from what we got in the S20 phones. According to him, there will be no significant changes in hardware amongst the two lineups except for the S Pen and that slightly different design you get in the Note 20. I do feel like Samsung are almost giving up on trying to differentiate between the S and Note lines. They used to be very different, and now they are essentially almost the same phone with some little differences in design and of course the S Pen on the Note phones. I think Samsung have now accepted the fact that smartphones have been commoditized and they just don't want to pour any more money or time trying to develop some useless differences between these two devices. Samsung are literally pouring all of their money right now into foldable phones. We have the Fold, the W20 in China, which is a slightly different version of the Fold, now the Z Flip, and some more devices coming in the future. You can see across all of their smartphones right now, the flagship lines, the A lineup, the design is virtually exactly the same. There are some differences in the hardware, but I think Samsung have just commoditized their smartphones now, and all of the innovation is going towards their new folding lineups. Max Weinbach also found another code name in some software called Zodiac, which according to Ice Universe is the code name for the W20. That is a slightly different version of the Galaxy Fold sold only in mainland China. Samsung are definitely eyeing more and more foldables to come, and with regards to the Note 20 series, it may be disappointing for some of you that they won't be much changed from what we get in the S20 lineup, but some of you may be eyeing up that Note 20 Ultra, which shouldn't suffer from any of the teething problems that the S20 Ultra has had, and will be getting that S Pen with loads of features too. Subscribe for all the latest tech news and videos. That's it for now, but I'll see you in the next one.